A lot of people dream about becoming an entrepreneur or being a small business owner. Now, while it might be true that having your own business can free you up some time, it doesn't give you the permission to be slack. In fact, the opposite is oftentimes true. You need to work even harder than when you were an employee. Because remember, you are not just building any business here. You are trying to build an empire. And therefore, in this video today, I'd like to share with you 7 habits of highly effective entrepreneurs. And these are the same habits that are employed by CEOs of top and major Fortune 500 companies. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. The first habit is make time for deep work. So deep work can be summarized as doing hard and important tasks over a long, uninterrupted stretches of time. So doing deep work is the key to high productivity because the new law of productivity states that high quality work is equal to time spent multiplied by intensity of focus. Now, understanding how to tap into your deep work could be the smartest thing that you do this year because it will help you to focus your time on your most important tasks. And when you focus on your most important tasks for an extended period of time, that is going to give you the highest productivity return ever possible. Now, it's important for you to actually align all the things that you are doing with your overall long-term goals when you're doing this. You want to check all the list of things that you need to do for the day and see if all of them are actually aligned with your overall long-term goals. If you find that there is some activities or some actions that are not matching in terms of accomplishing your overall long-term goal, you can either eliminate or just delegate it to someone else. It is important for you to do this at the end of the day. Look back at all the things that you have done throughout the day, evaluate it, and ask yourself the questions. Are all my actions completely aligned or matching with my overall long-term goals? If the answer is no, then you can try again each day until you are satisfied with it and until you find out that all your actions are completely aligned and helping you to accomplish that overall long-term goal. Habit number 2 is optimize your workspace. Your environment, according to studies, play a role in influencing your state of mind. Having a cluttered desk oftentimes is a sign of having a cluttered mind. So take a look at your desk. Is it cluttered? Is it full of things that are not related to what you're working on? Because those things are a major source of distractions and they can interrupt your workflow. So take a few minutes to organize your desk because a neat and tidy working environment will increase your productivity at a level that you never thought possible before. The next tip that I can give about your workspace is to actually work where there is natural light. If you're working in an office, it'll be helpful for you to sit near the window, preferably one that is opened, because according to studies, when you are exposed to sunlight, you are working more productively. And not only that, it will also help you to improve your sleep, which in turn will improve your overall sense of well-being, which will in turn increase your productivity. When I'm working, I like to also have a notepad or my notebook and a pen ready on my side at all times. This will help me to be able to jot down all the ideas that come up, at the spur of the moment, and to make sure that I do not forget them. That is another ninja tip that will help you to increase your productivity. Habit number 3, automate manual tasks. There are plenty of platforms and workflow automation apps that are available out there. There is no good reason why you shouldn't take advantage of technology. Embrace automation. Have a look at all the tasks that you need to do and determine which one out of so many tasks that can be automated. This can be the thing that will help you to save a lot of time and increase your productivity. You can use a tool such as Zapier to help you automate business processes apps such as Gmail, CRM, Slack, MailChimp, or any other apps, even social media sites. You can connect 2 or more apps to do repetitive tasks, and you do not actually need coding or to know anything about programming or to have a web developer to help you with the integration. Zapier will help you to do all that. So again, take a look at all your tasks and all your processes and see which one out of the so many tasks that you need to do that can be automated. This will save you a lot of time and it can increase your productivity level. Habit number 4 is to delegate and outsource. Now, some business owners feel the need to actually oversee all the little details in their work. This is often known as micromanaging. If you're one of them, know that this can lead to actually major source of overload. Now, you do not want to feel overwhelmed or overloaded when you are doing your business. There are certain tasks that can be delegated and outsourced to your teammates and your employees or your workers, and they can do it much better than you do. So trust them that they are competent enough to do the job well so that you can also sleep better at night. Now, it's important for you to know when to delegate and outsource. There are certain tasks that simply cannot be outsourced. There are certain tasks that only you can do. So look at all the tasks that you need to do and determine which ones need to be done only by you. For example, like me in my internet business, there are certain things such as the marketing aspect of things, the packaging or the products, and the sales process that only I can do. But the rest of them, trust them to the professionals to do a better job at it, and they're gonna do it more efficiently than if you are to do it yourself. Habit number 5, use templates. A template is a fill-in-the-blank type of documents, and they are great to save you time, especially for tasks that require you to recreate the same thing again and again. A template can be easily found on Google. You just need to type in template plus whatever you're working on, and you can find a wide range of options on the readily available templates that you can download for your use. If you are repeatedly creating the same documents, you're wasting a lot of time. So use templates. They can be used for different purposes. You can use templates for presentation files, for your meeting processes, or for even documents. It can save you a lot of time in the long run. Habit number 6 is set up workflow processes and use collaboration tools. You want to be mindful about your work processes because having a work process will allow you time to actually come back to it and have a look at all the things that you have done in the past and to identify the effectiveness of each of your actions. If it is contributing towards your long-term goal, then it's great, you can keep it there. But if it's not, then at least you have documented it and you can eliminate it from your workflow process next time. Think of it as you are creating an SOP, and if you are to hand over the same project to a group of new employees, by just following the same work processes, will they be able to do the same job with the same quality of output? So when you are setting out your workflow processes, take a look at your input and your output. Consider what are you inputting into the process and what are all the actions that need to be done in order to get you the desired output. And after you've done that, you can then ask yourself the question, are all the steps here necessary to lead you towards that desired output? Are there anything that can be eliminated? Is there anything that can be done better or differently or more efficiently? You can use tools such as Asana, Monday, or Trello. My personal favorite is Trello, which is the one that our team uses as well. So what Trello does is a project management tool that helps you to outline everything that you are working on and all the things that are still in progress, all the things that are in the pipeline, and all the things that are already completed. So having everything laid out on the platform helps you and your team to have this overall common sense of purpose where you are heading together, and it helps to instill this sense of strong team spirit because all of you are working on the same shared goals. And what is great about project management tools like this is it also allows you to focus on collaborative and as well as individual tasks. For basic Word document sharing, you can use tools such as Google Drive or Dropbox so that everybody is in the loop when it comes to file sharing, when it comes to documentation of certain things that you have created, so that it will save a lot of time of emailing back and forth the same kind of documents that can be put in the drive once and everyone can have access to it later on. The last habit number 7, is working in short bursts and taking regular breaks. According to studies, our brain can only take on that much work for a limited amount of time. If you go beyond 10 to 20 minutes, according to certain studies, your brain simply cannot take it anymore and you begin to slow down and decline in terms of productivity. And according to other studies, the amount of time is even shorter than that. And that makes sense because in this digital era, we are constantly bombarded by all these different kind of distractions and our attention span is getting shorter and shorter. Therefore, it makes total sense for you to work in short spurts rather than for an extended period of time. Because working in short spurts give you that mental focus to just simply focus on the task that is at hand and not on anything else. So a very popular technique is called Pomodoro technique. So basically this technique can be summarized in you just working for 25 minutes and focus on that one thing alone, block off all distractions for that 25-minute interval, and after you are done with that task for 25 minutes, then you take a 5-minute break. And you continue this 3 times before you take a longer break, which is about 30 minutes. Now you can use an app called Serene, S-E-R-E-N-E, to help you to organize all your workflows in a period of 20 to 60 minutes for you to work on a single goal. And while you're working on this single goal, Serene will also help you to block off all the distracting other websites. So you can use both the Pomodoro technique and the Serene app. And this technique will allow you to actually work in 1 hour. For example, you can break it into 2 intervals of 25-minute work session followed by a 5-minute break intervals. Now it's important when you are taking your break to actually be mindful about what are the things that you are doing during the break. Now if I know that there is always this tendency that you want to go back to your social media and check what other people are saying on Twitter or on Instagram or on Facebook feed. However, this is not a break because it is going to cause you information overload, which is going to take a lot of focus away from you when it comes back to time to get back to work. So instead of that, you want to be smart about how you make use of your break time. You do not want to use your downtime for heavy decision making or activities that will divide your attention. You want to use your break time wisely for things that will really refresh your mind. Your brain actually needs it, and you need to give your brain the break that it deserves after you've been concentrating and focusing on the task for so long. So I suggest that these are the things that you can do during your downtime. You can just zone out, meditate, do some stretches so that your brain will have this mental break that will allow your mind to actually be refreshed, and that will give you the cognitive break that your brain needs because you've been concentrating and focusing on the work for a long period of time. So listen to your body. If you feel that you are a bit overwhelmed and your brain needs a break, so just get away from your office for a while or your sitting position for a while and go to the balcony, go somewhere where you can do some stretches and just zone out and do nothing. That will allow you to get the cognitive break and the mental break that you deserve. So there you have it. Those are the 7 habits of highly effective entrepreneurs. So let me know in the comment down below which one of the 7 habits that I've mentioned will be the one that will help you to increase your productivity the most. Let me know down below, is there anything that I've not covered up above that you think can help to increase your productivity? So if you have found values in this video, do check out my other video as well on how you can plan your day for success. If you have not already done so, it will just take you a few seconds to click on that thumbs up button and the subscribe button so that you will be getting more videos like this in the future. And there are many other videos related to productivity in the playlist as well. Do check them out. I appreciate your time watching this video. I just want to remind you to always challenge your limits, create that best version of you, and change the world. I look forward to seeing you in our next video.